Okay, think about your best friend for a moment. What would you do to help them? Well, your answer is probably anything they need, right? Well, that is exactly what this week's Pay It Forward is. And we should hope that we're lucky enough to have a friend like Christy Blackwell. Angie Chastain went to Northwest Whitfield High School. Christy Blackwell went there too, but they didn't know each other. They met later, back in the day, and now they're besties. And all was well until May of last year.
I was working every day and I was hurting. I couldn't use my right arm, and I didn't know why I was hurting. You know, at night I would cry like, gosh, what's wrong with me? So finally went to the doctors, and several ERs said I was getting old.
Angie was in so much pain, she called Christy. They went to the hospital and learned it wasn't old age at all.
The doctors told us that it was multiple myeloma, and I started crying, and she just gave me a hug.
Angie, too weak to stand, was taken by ambulance to Memorial Hospital in Chattanooga, and that's where she met her oncologist, started her fight, and she was sent to Atlanta for 2 months of tests, treatment, and a stem cell transplant. And Christy went with her.
She just left her whole life behind to make sure this girl was taken care of.
Now, we've been trying to set this Pay It Forward up for weeks now, and every time we tried, we couldn't do it because Angie was in Atlanta getting treatment for her cancer. And every time she went, Christy was right by her side. So we asked her to shoot video of all that Christy was doing with her camera, and this is what it looks like. Christy did all the cooking in those 2 months while they stayed at the Hope Lodge in Atlanta. It's a place for people to stay while they're receiving cancer treatment and live more than 40 miles from home. Angie says Christy did everything, made scrambled eggs and homemade biscuits and gravy. But with those comforts of home came the reminder of why they were there.
I'll never forget it. I was in the shower and it's just coming out so easy. And I'm like, Christy. And she said, what is it? She came in there and looked. And she said, it's time. I said, it's time. So she shaved my head for me.
Then finally, Angie was released. It was time to go back to Chattanooga and time to say thank you to Christy.
You've been with me for many, many years. You know, when I first got diagnosed, even before, you know, you'd there to take me to any doctor appointments I had. Want to do a little something special for you. On behalf of News Channel 9 and me and law firm, I'm going to give you this $500. I love you.
I love you too.
2, 3, 4, 5. And you know, when I was in Atlanta, you gave your family it.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Come be with me. So
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you too.
It's been a long, long journey.
We still got a long journey because her cancer is not curable. It's just treatable. She had some mean chemo. She was in the shower and she went screaming. My hair, and she was sitting there holding hair in her hands. I'm like, it's okay, it's just hair to grow back.
Anytime I've cried, which I cry a lot, she says it's okay, or she'll hug me. She's right there.
Well, I just thank y'all so much. I thank you so much. I thank you so much, and I love you.
I love you too.
Now, Angie was diagnosed in May of last year, and she told me she has to go back to Atlanta for more testing next week. And yes, Christy will be there right by her side. Now, if you know an unsung hero, we want to know about them. You can nominate them for Pay It Forward by scanning the QR code on your screen, or just go to newschannel9.com/payitforward. And we look forward to learning more about them, and maybe they will be the next recipient of $500.